Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. Since it's a weekend, let's do both, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is February the 13th. It's Galentine's Day.
Galentine's.
Yeah, it's kind of like Valentine's Day, but it's for the gals. Galentine's Day. It's also National Cheddar Cheese Day.
I like
Love
cheese.
that. National Tortellini Day. I think I like that, don't I? And National Global Movie Day. February the 14th on Sunday, that's Valentine's Day. It is National Cream-Filled Chocolates Day. That makes sense.
I love cream-filled chocolate.
National Ferris Wheel Day. Seems kind of weird to me that would be on Valentine's Day. And National Organ Donor Day. So it's like a good day to give a heart. See
That doesn't seem weird to me. That would be. I mean, Ferris wheels are romantic.
They are? I guess I never thought of Ferris wheels as romantic.
Really?
So, yeah, I don't know. You never take me on the Ferris wheel. It also is a great day for us because I've got comedian Margaret Cho on the John and Heidi Show coming up in a bit.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. If you find yourself struggling with a big decision that offers multiple options, researchers from Basel University say, here's a helpful suggestion. Narrow your choices down to two, the two most promising options. According to their findings, that will help you make a decision as quickly as possible. So if it's like, okay, I could have this or this or this, these five things, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to narrow it down to these two things. And then you go, yeah, I'm gonna have the pizza because I don't even like turnips. So that was a lot easier. It was a lot easier.
It's a pretty easy scenario you made up there.
I'm trying to make things easy. And a survey found that Italy has the highest espresso consumption in the world. On average, each Italian drinks, are you ready for this? 600 shots of espresso a year.
Wow.
So in 365 days, that's like almost 2 per day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And I don't know if they got the response to this survey correctly because they were shaking so bad they couldn't even fill out the form. So there you go. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Outdoor dining might be safer during the pandemic, but eating on a New York City street has its hazards. Hampton Sheet magazine publisher Joan Jadell was having dinner with a pal, Madison Avenue, when all of a sudden a drunk comes onto the socially distanced cubbyhole and fell right on their table. They said there was food all over the place, including the wine, and everything was all spilled. The unknown boozer, they said he seemed to be more of an Upper East Side drunk. What is that? What does that mean? Luckily, the restaurant just cleaned everything up and gave us a new table, and we started all over. Nothing shocks me anymore, she added. What is an
Upper East Side drunk?
He seemed to be more of an Upper East Side drunk.
That's funny.
I don't know what that means. All I know is it's an interesting story, and that's what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. 50 Shades of Grey actress Dakota Johnson and Coldplay lead singer Chris Martin have purchased a Malibu mansion together. So that's nice. That's what she's getting for Valentines. And
yeah.
I got you a nice card. In a new interview, Angelina Jolie shares what she learned from quarantining with her kids. So she had a nice little interview talking about that. Jeopardy has announced even more upcoming guest hosts to take over the podium for the late and very, very missed Alex Trebek, including Anderson Cooper, Dr. Mehmet Oz, So the guy that's Dr. Oz on TV, Savannah Guthrie and Dr. Sanjay Gupta are the people that will be
Big
standing
shoes
at
to
the
fill,
podium.
man.
Yeah. And a new HBO documentary explains how Instagram influencers often fake their way to fame, which is really interesting because
you know that those people aren't. I mean,
yeah,
that's kind of common sense. If
you would think
ask
so.
me.
Yeah, I don't know. But apparently there's enough content to make a whole documentary, and it's on HBO. I have a link to all the details. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of RedCrossBlood.org. And since it's Valentine's weekend, Heidi, I've got some Valentine's things for you here.
Okay.
So first thing we're going to do is talk about some things that women have actually received for Valentine's Day that didn't necessarily go over well. So don't do this, guys. A vacuum cleaner. Woman got that for Valentine's.
Yeah.
Cleaning supplies. No. A woman got a cordless drill. Hey, happy Valentine's. Here's a drill. By the way, I need that drill. A power steering hose. How is that a Valentine's gift? Tooth whitening kit. Now, if somebody wanted that and they're asking for that, that's maybe not so bad. An exercise bike. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's a very, very bad idea.
Especially if that's not something that you just recently had a conversation about or something. Now, if there's somebody saying, I really want to get this.
But even still, that's not a gift thing.
Yeah,
that's
probably not.
It's like saying, oh, we need a new refrigerator. Hey, I got you a refrigerator for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I suppose.
No.
And then the worst thing on the list, this is based on me thinking it's the worst thing. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Roses with a gift card that had another woman's name on it.
And who would do that?
I don't know.
That's not an accident.
So this person got roses for multiple people, and he's like, "Here you go, baby." It's like,
accidentally handed her the wrong one.
who is Susan? Oh, sorry.
Yikes.
Yours are in the car. Can I have those back? Bad idea. And then the next thing I have here, I thought this is kind of cool. This is a list of romantic-sounding places around the United States. So Valentine, Nebraska. I've actually been there. I don't think
Yeah?
I've been to the rest of these, though.
Not a super romantic place, oddly enough.
No, it's not. They're really busy this time of year, though, with mail getting postmarked there. Also on the list, Lovelady, Texas, Valentine, Texas, Loving County, Texas, Lovejoy, Georgia, Loving, New Mexico, Lovelock, Nevada, Love Valley, North Carolina, Romeo, Colorado, and Romeo, Michigan. Now, they missed one that I know right away, Loveland, Colorado.
Loveland, Colorado.
But I bet there's some others that have been missed on there as well. I have a link to this story in our show notes, but I also posted this on our Facebook page. So if you would like to chime in with some places that I missed, you can do that at facebook.com/JohnandHeidiShow. Now, here's kind of a fun thing to kind of get you thinking as well. Kids ask funny questions. So there was a person online who posted this. They said that their child said, "Is there a day without birthdays?" Because every day, oh, hey, it's so-and-so's birthday,
Right.
It's Mike's birthday. And the kid said, is there any days without birthdays? And of course, there's not.
No.
But what day would you say has the most birthdays? Do you have any idea?
I have no idea.
The day with the very most birthdays is in September. And it's the busiest time is the week and a half from September 9th through September 20th.
Huh.
It contains 9 of the top 10 birthdays in America. So why is that? Well, it's because, one, people say winter is for lovers.
Well, there's not a whole lot else to do.
And our bodies crave some cuddles when we're cold. But they say every day is actually a popular birthday. So every single day of the year. Now, I will tell you, there's always a little bit of a boost about 9 months after Valentine's Day as well. So
I can see that.
might be part of why. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on this Valentine's weekend. We have a comedy call with Miss Margaret Cho. Margaret, how you doing?
I'm great. Hi.
I'm excited to chat with you on Valentine's weekend. Now, you've been in movies, you do stand-up comedy, and you got this special this weekend, and the name of it makes me blush. It's called Sex with Margaret. Tell me about this.
Oh, you're so cute. It's a live stream show. It'll be 5 o'clock Pacific time. It's on rushpicks.com, and it's a comedy show. It's an advice show. It's for celebration of the holiday, but also for people who are going to be alone. And it's for all of us to connect and talk. I have comedians on, and we're going to take some questions from people. We're going to have some live shout-outs, and I think it's going to be a blast.
And there's been a lot of these like live stream comedy shows lately, and yours is very unique. It's going to be quite a bit different, but have you done live stream comedy before?
I've done a few different, less kind of big ones. This is the first really, really big one I've done, which is all just me. But I've done quite a few like different shows on Instagram Live. I've done different like Zoom shows. But this will be the first thing I've done on Rush Day.
And over the last year, we've seen more and more online, like virtual shows, which is the answer to two things. First, comics that want to get out and do what they do, but also people who want something to see. You know, entertain us, make us laugh. I think this is just a really good answer to that.
Yes, and it's very special, and it's a way that we can all connect. And, you know, I love that I get to do this, and it's a subject that I know everything about. Sex is something that I do know. I know quite a lot about it. And so to me, it's a really perfect thing to be able to do with people.
Now, again, this show is live on Valentine's evening, 5 p.m. Pacific time. But if people maybe can't do that, they can also watch it after the fact because there's a 24-hour window. So if they already have plans, they can still do this.
Yes, absolutely. So you can sort of like, it's like you can TiVo it. If we're sort of like speaking in early aughts language. It's something that you can watch later.
So the special you're doing on Valentine's evening is a comedy special, but you're also known as an actress. Do you prefer one over the other? Would you rather be on stage telling jokes or maybe on a screen being an actress?
I like them both. I mean, I love stand-up comedy. That's really who I am and who I identify as a stand-up comedian. But I do a lot of acting, and I do a lot of voice acting. I have a movie on Netflix now called Over the Moon, which is the first big Asian American animated feature, and it just got nominated for a Golden Globe, which is great. So, and I've been doing a lot of acting actually in the pandemic. So that stuff will be out. I've done a Law and Order SVU.
Nice.
So there's a lot of things that are really fun. Yes.
Congrats on the nomination and 5-time Emmy and Grammy nominee as well. So congrats on all of that.
Thank you. I'm really grateful.
So you've done the comedy, you've done movies and TV. Is there something on your personal to-do list that you'd really like to do yet?
Well, I'd love to do more shows in Korea and Japan, and in China, which I was supposed to do last year. So hopefully I'll do it not this year, but next year. So we'll see. But I would like to perform more all over the world. I'd love to host a big awards show. That would be great. I was able to do the Golden Globes with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler.
Nice.
So hopefully I'll get to do that again.
So now that's something I wonder about, because when you are in front of an American audience, I understand that they would understand everything, but when you're in a different country and different cultures, is that kind of weird, or they get your jokes really well too?
It's fairly similar. I think that the internet really unites us. Pop culture really unites us. And so we're all kind of like becoming one planet, which is really awesome. There's not as many divides as there used to be. So, That's the one advantage to this world.
And another thing that's going to unite us is your comedy special, Valentine's Evening. They can watch that kind of from anywhere in the world as long as they can get on the internet and utilize that Rush Ticks. Is it available everywhere?
That's right, anywhere in the world.
Again, our guest today, Margaret Cho. Margaret, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. I know it's a busy, busy weekend for you. Have fun with your comedy special. And again, thank you for taking the time to chat.
Thank you.
Again, Margaret Cho, and she has a fun special coming up on Valentine's Evening. I'm not even going to say the name of it again. It made me blush the first time. I do have a link to it and all of the information for it in the show notes for today, and you can find that at johnandheidishow.com. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on Valentine's weekend.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There are 2 million farms in the U.S. of A.
Really?
It's a lot of farms.
That is a lot of farms.
If you were going to ask me, I would have probably not guessed that many. And I grew up in an area that had a lot of farms.
Right.
But I didn't realize 2 million.
No, that's a lot.
It's a lot of farms. And that is today's fun fact. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world, Dateline, United Kingdom. Prince Harry is in the news. Monday of this last week, he accepted an apology and damages from a publisher of the British tabloid The Mail and their online version, Mail Online, in a libel lawsuit relating to articles about his relationship with the British Armed Forces. Harry sued the newspaper for libel over 2 articles that claimed that he snubbed the Royal Marines after stepping down as a senior royal.
Okay.
And they put that story out, and he's like, that's not true, and he sued them, and he won. And he accepted their apology and whatever the damages were. It doesn't say in the story here, but very bizarre. That happened in the United Kingdom. It's a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. An online petition has been started asking that a steer that escaped last Thursday in Rhode Island be sent to a sanctuary instead of a slaughterhouse, if found. Now, let me explain what happens. The steer, which weighs about 1,500 pounds, has been on the loose. It escaped from a farm. The farmer brought the animal to a meat processing facility in Johnston, Rhode Island. Victoria Ferruccio Flores, who started this petition, said, hey, this steer has, quote, earned the right to live the rest of his life in peace at a sanctuary, end quote.
Why, because it escaped?
Yeah, and there's a lot of people going, I'll contribute to that. And the thing is, I have no problem with that. If there are people that are saying, I want to buy the steer and I'm going to let it live its days in this place, that's cool. If they want to put their money where their mouth is and say, I'm going to pay to do that. I've got the story. It's in the show notes for today. It's a little bizarre. It is today's Weird News, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Now your moment of duh, brought to you by RedCrossBlood.org. Police officers on patrol in Manchester, England, noticed an ambulance with its lights flashing. It was parked at a supermarket. But once parked, a family got out and walked into shop. Police thought, well, that seems odd. They pulled up to investigate. They found the ambulance was bought used, and the driver was not a driver for an ambulance at all. They had the flashing lights and all of that going, drawing attention to themselves. Well, they were not going anywhere in a hurry. Going to the grocery store, a family bought a used ambulance, and the guy that was driving had a warrant out for his arrest. He was jailed, the ambulance impounded. Here's the thing. If you're, driving around with no license.
You may not want to have attention drawn
and
to
an arrest
yourself.
warrant, maybe don't turn the flashing lights on. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to help anybody commit crimes here. I'm just saying.
It's kind of common sense.
You'd think so, but apparently not. It is today's moment of duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. This is where I read the name of a real business located somewhere in the world. Heidi has to guess, is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Southern Hills, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Southern Hills. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center?
Golf course.
Doggone it. You are striking out big time. It's
Really?
a rehab center.
Holy cow.
How long has it been since you got one?
Days.
Yeah, you've really not been sinking these putts very well there, baby. It's a rehab center. So Southern Hills. But that does definitely sound like it could be a golf course as well. I'm gonna give you a golf clap.
Thank you.
Just because I want to do the golf clap. It's how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center on the John and Heidi Show?
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. This warms my heart. I love this story. It comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Here's the headline. 104-year-old man finishes his doctoral thesis and solves a 200-year-old enigma.
Okay.
The guy's 104.
Right.
He credits the COVID-19 lockdown for helping him finally complete his dissertation. He's 104.
Yeah, really. That's crazy.
So he got his bachelor's degree in civil engineering at the National University of Columbia. Then he earned a master's degree in science and technology from the University of Manchester in England. That was 7 decades ago, by the way. He's been working on his PhD thesis for 30 years. It says a complicated math problem needs to be solved before his thesis could be finished, and that finally happened this year. It says, my PhD is about determining the maximum amount of water that can be sustainably taken from a river for energy and other purposes. The enigma is not new. It's more than 200 years old, but he was able to manage to solve this problem. And he admits the COVID-19 lockdown allowed him to focus solely on research, and that is how he made the best of his situation. In his dissertation, he said if it's approved, he will earn his doctorate title. He's 104.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
He has 6 children, 12 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren. He was married for 67 years. He sadly lost his wife. He told the local press that his family has been his biggest achievement.
Aww.
And this story, again, it just touches my heart that he's 104. He doesn't need this doctorate.
Right.
But he's going, hey, you know what? If I can help solve this problem and I can put out my dissertation, this could actually help solve some problems for villages and all kinds of people, because it's talking about how you can utilize this water without hurting anything else.
Right.
It's just a really cool story. I've got a link to it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.